I'm Erica Cirillo McCarthy, and I have the privilege of directing the UC Davis Writing Center. Today we're talking about authorship in the age of AI. With tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and other writing assistants becoming more and more common, it's important to think about what it means to be the author of your work, to revisit why citations matter, and to really see this moment as an opportunity to talk about authorship and academic integrity. So academic integrity means more than just avoiding plagiarism. It's about taking ownership of your work, respecting the ideas of others, and contributing honestly to your academic community. It respects your readers by showing them that you've done your research, and it shows respect for the scholars and students who came before you and their ideas that you're trying to add to, or to critique, or to complexify. And it shows respect for yourself as a scholar and your ideas, because you're situating your contribution within an ongoing scholarly conversation. So citations aren't just rules for rules' sake. They show your reader where your ideas come from, and they help you join ongoing academic conversations. They also give others a path to dig deeper. Personally, I use bibliographies and works cited when I want to find out more about a topic, and I think that's how most scholars use works cited. But citing is also about transparency. It shows both what you know and how you built on others' work. So traditionally, author has referred to a human, and authorship has come to mean that the human writing the words is also the human thinking through the argument. And so that connection between writer, thinker, and author really makes it clear on who's responsible for the ideas on the page. And scholars have long had definitions on what it means to write collaboratively and what it means to be a first or second or third author, because they know that authorship helps readers understand contributions to collaboratively written texts. So it's been clear on who is responsible for what text by looking at who is listed as the author or authors. But with AI tools, things get a bit more complicated. If an AI generates a text, well, who's really the author, right? Because I'm going to put in prompts and revise those prompts and go through different iterations to guide the output. So am I the author or is AI the author? If I take that output and I humanize it, are we co-authors? So these are questions that collectively we have to consider. That means students, faculty, readers, publishers will all have to discuss and come to some agreement on a new definition of author and how we understand writing with this AI technology. Now, we're just beginning to really understand the long-term educational implications of LLM reliance on learners, and we should all pay attention to how we learn and how we convey that understanding. But here's what we know now. Even if AI helps you draft or brainstorm, you, the student, are still responsible. If AI use is permitted in your class, you are the one responsible for evaluating AI output. And that means checking for hallucinations, checking accuracy, and making sure the ideas fit your argument. And of course, citing and acknowledging AI use. You're also still responsible for your own words, right? Taking on AI as a collaborator means you're now responsible for its output. Now, if this doesn't sound fair, I totally get that. But that's the responsibility you take on when you write with AI. You take on the responsibility of both your words and AI output. I hope this brief talk helps spark conversation and interest in the concept of authorship in AI. Academic integrity, as I mentioned, is about responsibility and transparency. And these are the very values that are expected by many employers as well. We talked about citations and how they're one way that you show your work and respect for other scholars. And I really want to emphasize that engaging into discussions on the role AI plays in learning and cognitive growth is our responsibility as learners and teachers. And then finally, while AI can change how we write, it doesn't change your responsibility as the author. You remain accountable for your work. And that means understanding all of your courses' AI use policy and UC Davis's academic integrity policy. And I hope you also I also hope that you engage in these important discussions on inquiry, scholarship, and authorship as our tools continue to change. Your voice is important. So please make sure you know your course policy on AI usage and that you inquire if it's not clear, and that you work with AI critically and ethically. The UC Davis Writing Center can help. You can visit writingcenter.ucdavis.edu for more information, or you can take a screenshot of this QR code and visit our website that way. We look forward to helping you navigate these new tools and these new expectations. Thank you and best of luck.